Hello everyone, Cesare here with more Dragon Quest V. As you know, we finished off defeating Grandmaster Nimzo yesterday. Today we're gonna do a little bit more streaming. Last night I did a little bit of leveling, not much. As you can see, Nira just got about 3 levels. Goopsa got to level 43, and then I got more interested in playing Dragon Quest Builders. However, I'm gonna bring Mason and Goopsa. However, I did go do some casinoing last night, and I got lucky and won 300,160 coins, something like that. So I bought myself a Gingham Whip, which is like the best whip in the game. And I bought a King Metal Sword, which I subsequently gave to Goopsa because we're trying to make the ultimate slime. So now we're gonna zoom to Mastro Ferrato. Hello, silly! Don't level. Well, what a coincidence, I didn't. Time to use this lithium tintinabum. Because we're gonna look into this here. Maybe no room to land there. Lots of room to land there. Alright, we're gonna stop in and see Bianca, see how she's doing. I'm pretty certain there's a quest with her, I don't remember. Oops, I nodded off again, that'll never do. Oh, heavens above, it's you, Cesare! We haven't seen hide nor hair of you for years. Bianca's been ever so worried, you know? There's been all sorts of odd rumors flying about just lately, too. Hey, who are them kiddies with you? Crikey, yours? Are they? And now there's a turn-up. They do look an awful lot like you, come to think of it. Well, 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 so you're a father. Cesare, that makes me feel ever so old. But it's such hard work, learning how to run an inn. Of all the luck, being born son of an innkeeper. At least I get to see Bianca, mind you. Indeed. Cesare! Thank the goddess you're safe. I was wondering what had become of you after all those years of you not showing your face. You had a bit of a rough time of it, eh? You really have grown big and strong, though. You were of no use to man or beast that time we went off ghost busting together all them years ago. I'm sure you have what it takes now to make Pancraz's dream a reality. Okay, I thought there was supposed to be some, quest involving her, but apparently there is not. Alright. Always use Brickman, yes. Well, that didn't go as well as I'd hoped, but there is another side quest that we're going to work on. I think I prefer our world to the underworld. Are you going back to Naderia? Aren't you, Dad? And I'm coming with you. Putting the 3 rings on the statue really worked, just like the people of Lofty Peak said. Is this open enough for you, you sack of shit? Alright, we're coming back to Fairy Town here, Castle here, to may pass. Look, the picture changed. This picture was a present from the Zenith Dragon. If you stand in front of it and open your heart, Sester, I'm sure you'll find someone dear to you. Oh no, I've lost Prince Pancras again. Surely he's not at Madalena's place already. Not at this time of morning. His Majesty, Mr. Sancho, will be furious. His coronation is due to take place any day now. Interesting. Welcome, traveler, to the holy village of Lofty Peak. What can we do for you? It seems Madalena encountered Prince Pancras when she departed on an excursion to the eastern forest. Madalena is a most beautiful woman. It's little wonder that Prince Pancras fell in love with her at first sight. Above us stands the Holy Tower of Devotion. Nothing must hinder Madalena in her prayer. Have you been asked to come here by Pancras? We shall never permit him to take Madalena to Gotha. Wow. That's unfortunate. Day by day, I feel the evil in Nadiria breeding, fueling its own expansion. Our work is not yet done. We Loftinians will have our role to play. Still have our role to play. For those of us chosen by the goddess, our destiny does not allow us to enjoy pleasures of ordinary beings. Madalena knows this as well as any of us. We have no grievance with the future king of Gotha. It is merely that if he were to take Madalena as his queen, she would surely not return to Lofty Peak again. Madalena's power threatens the monsters of the underworld. For that very reason, she is in danger from them. It is our duty to protect her, to see that no harm comes to her. This is Madalena's prayer room. Without the consent of the elders, strangers are not permitted inside. Alright, well there's Mom. Hello, Intrigue. Thank you for the host. Is he in the inn? Nope. Maybe he's in the weapon shop. Doesn't matter how much they're opposed to it, people fall in love. If Madalena and Pancras make a good match, it's only natural they should be together. The power of the Loftinians wane year by year. That's why the elders are determined not to lose Madalena. The power is still strong within her. Well, bad news for you guys. I doubt our stance on this. I know Madalena is one of Lofty Peak's greatest treasures, but to confine her to the prayer room, not allowing her to walk freely outside even, does not feel right. I cannot condone it. No Loftinian woman should ever be involved with someone from the outside. Well, that's an archaic view. No, no, no. This is hopeless. Trying to paint a portrait of Madalena without her here is impossible. There are just too many gray areas. But I'm too yellow to confront the guard at the prayer room, and he insists he let me in. And perhaps selling my paints and brushes to that merchant when my finances went into the red was a little short-sighted of me. I must be able to get this portrait of Mada done somehow. The craftsman outdid his formidable reputation when he made this locket to commemorate my coronation. With Mada's picture inside, it'll be a perfect souvenir of our wedding when the day finally comes. Oh, hello, are you a fellow traveler? I'd say you've traveled quite some distance by the look of you. Ah, then you might be just who I'm looking for. Have you ever heard of fairy quills in ivory Tuscan? A picture drawn with that quill and that ink would last for years and years without fading. If you happen to have these items and could spare them, I'd be eternally grateful. Normally, I'd only ask as a brave favor of family or close friends, but I don't know what else to do. I don't know if I have those items or not. So we're looking for ivory Tuscan and fairy quill. I do not have those items, but I know where to get them. Well, isn't that great? You forget what to say upon arrival. Alright, so we're gonna go get Dad the ivory Tuscan. And the fairy quill. So, first things first, the fairy quill is actually apparently in Fairyly. Not surprising. Well, the fairy palace is normally invisible to humans, but if you blow the fairy horn when you're near it, you should be able to see it too. You just find a lake in the middle of a dense forest surrounded by mountains. That's where you need to blow the horn. Nevertheless, the fairy and the fairy palace are the two places in the fairy world and the human world meet. But even fairies can't just go into the fairy palace whenever they like. Queen Caramel has to give you permission first. Otherwise, I'd really like to go too. But I can't. Teehee. Alright, I apologize everyone. I am getting a knock at my door. Be right back. Okay, apologies everyone, I am back. Sorry about that. It was just somebody trying to sell me Vonage, and then as I was shutting the door, my landlord comes up and starts telling me about why they're shutting off the water on Thursday morning or something. And it's like, I don't really care why. If you have to shut off the water, shut off the water. Just, you know, make sure it comes back on at some point. Anywho. Fairy Quill, Fairy Quill. Okay, you don't say anything different. Fairy Quill is gotten by... I might need the ivory tusk ink first. I think I need to use the that ringing noise actually really annoys me. Alright. So I'm pretty sure the ink was gotten here. More years than I can remember, trying to recreate more of this. The ink this church has been long renowned for. I put the special ink mixture into the tusk of an ivory tusk and left it mature over several years. And finally last night it was ready. Oh, I want to share this joy with everyone I meet. Would you like to have some of the finished product? And it's yours. Don't go wasting it though, will you? Tusk Inkwell. That's a interesting name you got for it. Alright, so next we're actually going to use our Tintinabomb there. So in Dragon Quest Builders, when I first got to Chapter 4, Rock Bomb rolled into my base. I was not able to hit it because it rolled up on top of one of my walls, but I tried to run away, but it blew up and killed me. I was not able to get away in time because I was not paying full attention to it. Indeed. Hello. Alright, so turns out I did forget to do something. I'm pretty sure I need to talk to this dude over here. I was thinking about him as I went up the stairs too, which is weird. Anyway. A pen and ink whose writing doesn't fade for years and years, you say? Well, obviously referring to the ink of the ivory tusk. Yes, you should visit the church known as Northminster for that. As for a pen, you can't beat a fairy quill. As for, as I'm aware, they're still being made in Fairy Lee's library. I'm afraid I can't give you mine because I only have the one set left. Alright, now I go to Fairy Lee. When you go inside certain places, like your home city, Fairy Lee Fairy Palace, it automatically swaps you to the family instead. Which, alright. But once I go back outside into other areas, it'll go back to Goopsa. She might be tucking into the feast, though. Welcome to Fairy Lee's library. Oh, do you have a question for me? I see you need a fairy quill, do you? Well, alright then, I'm sure I can rely on you to use it wisely. Here you are, one fairy quill for you. Goopsa is family? Yes, but she's unfortunately not one of the target family of the series. Alright. Now to go back to the fairy palace. I know. Back to the fairy palace. I'm just running around in circles here. I'm actually just doing this to show you a side quest, one of the extra quests you can do in the game. There's no real purpose behind it, really, other than it's here it is. I mean, I don't think so anyway. Locket might be awesome, but because right now I think I should have Madaleina's locket in here somewhere. There's Pancraz's letter. Yeah, there it is. It's a knick-knack. Alright. Really, this stuff is just to fill out the knick-knackery, but well, congrats on your achievement. I think I got that one. The Temple Kotamagu, Kotamagu, All-Star. I think I have that one. Alright, let's go see what Pancraz is up to now. Lofty Peaks is a confusing city. I should build it in Dragon Quest Builders. You've done it! You've located a fairy quill and some ivory tusk ink for me. Thank you, and excuse me if I don't waste any time taking them off your hands. Sassigri gives the fairy quill and the tusk ink quill to Pancraz. Now I need to think of a way to get past the prayer room god. Hold 4 orbs and kill 4 orb carriers. I might have gotten that one. Okay, so the last time I did this, I think I went to the inn, and they give you a hint on how to get past the guard. Please forgive me, but we aren't able to offer travelers lodgings here now. The printed goss has incurred the displeasures of the elders, you see. I don't know what to do. I'll tell you what, though. I do have some information that may help you. Let us call it an apology for the inconvenience. The guy who minds Madalena is fanatical about a game. I believe it's known as TNT. Why would you just give out that information? That's like the most obscure information you can give out. Hey, you know this guy in my village? Yeah, he loves this. Madalena's prayer room. Without the consent of others, strangers are not permitted inside. Wish I have a TNT ticket around here somewhere. Aha, I got 25 of them. That's a TNT ticket! Is it really real, or am I dreaming? Slashay slips the ticket into the guard's hand. Yes, of course. I have some important, information to discuss with the elders. I'll be back later. Farewell. How unusual! The god never allows strangers to pass. Perhaps he was lost in the depths of your eyes? Where have you come from, friend? I sense something so strange in you. Hello, Goopsa. Well, that's not Goopsa, that's just slime. Slurp. I love Madalena. She makes me go all gooey. Ah, slime. Look at the slime. Alright, slime out of the way. Let's head back down to Pancraz. I'm gonna go that way. This way is clearly much faster. Hey, I found my way to the house. Cool. Now I just need to think a way to get inside the guard. What? The guard's out there now? I don't know what to say. I'm stunned that you would do so much for someone you barely know. Anyway, seeing as you've arranged everything, I daren't waste the opportunity. Come along, Rembrandt. It's time. We must go to Mata before the guard returns. Yes, sire. It's a little out of the blue, but my easel is always ready. What the hell's your easel? I don't know what an easel is. Alright, let's look this up. I have no idea what an easel is. I know what a weasel is. What is an easel? A self-supporting wooden frame for holding an artist's work. Oh, okay. That's what that thing's called. I just called it a stand. Or a podium. Alright, now I gotta talk to them up here. Oh, it's you again. Thanks for your help. I'm gonna have a picture of Mata for the locket. But I'm afraid it's gonna take a while. Would you mind coming back later? Don't worry, I promise to return the quill and the ink as soon as the job is done. I'm so embarrassed, but Pancras insisted, so... No one's ever been so close to me before. Most people are afraid of my power, the power bestowed upon me by the goddess. No, don't disturb me now, you'll interrupt the flow. Doing a portrait for blue blood, that's the size of the nail on your little pinky, is no easy task. Blue blood. Oh, that's lime. Okay, so what we have to do now, very simple, we just exit. And re-enter. Pee-wee is watching. Easel is something people paint on. Oh, they don't paint on it. It's what they put the canvas on to paint. Come on. You learned art. Alright. Ah, you come back for your kill and ink? Here you are. They're really blue ribbon materials. Thank you very much. Sashay puts the fairy quill and the test ink well carefully back into the bag. Oh yes, Prince Pancras left a message for you. Thank you again for helping me. I shall repay you in full the next time we meet. I stake my life on it. He was tickled pink with the portrait, but he and Madalena have left now. I think they'll be just setting off over the deep blue waters of the Eastern Sea about now. Alright. And that is, as they say, that. Now when we leave the painting... check our bag. Madalena's locket has changed. Mada's smiling face is inside. There's an actual portrait inside it now, instead of just being a blank locket. And that's just a nice little quest between you get to see your dad again when he was young. When he was Prince. Okay. The only other thing I can think to do is we're gonna go get thrashed by a secret boss. Or possibly on the way to the secret boss. I haven't figured that out yet. Alright, Goopsa. Cast safe passage for us. Goopsa did it. And here we are, we're in a cave. Some good treasure in here, some strong monsters in here. I might get thrashed myself. Oh, Rebirth Stone. What the hell does that do? Like what it sounds like, obviously, but... A powerfully profitable pebble to have in hands of trouble. So transfer to... You can hang on to that. Speaking of which, since we're in here... There we go. Dad, are the monsters here in this cave really strong? It's funny that this cave just popped up out of nowhere. You can never tell with the underworld, can you? You get a mini medal. Alright, it's a good time to reset the recording though.